South Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
Well, it was another typical summer day outside today. The heat was pretty high. The humidity was there with it as well. Just a day you expect here in the first part of August. As we look outside in Effingham, you can still see a good amount of sunshine, maybe some cloud cover starting to spill on over down that direction. That may be the case for a lot of us across the western half of the area. Satellite radar picture locally does not have a whole lot to show, but we zoom things in a little bit and just kind of go outside the area just a tiny bit. We'll notice a few showers and storms, actually some pretty intense storms, especially out there in Missouri where there's a tornado warning out that way. We even got a few cells starting to pop up there to the northern part of the state. Over time, maybe start to see these storms connect just a little bit, but the key thing with all this is that it's outside the area right now, and it may stay just outside over the next several hours. We'll break that all down here in just a moment. Let's talk about those temps right now, though, because it is warm. 88 in Champaign and Decatur, also 88 degrees down there in Effingham, and those dew points are somewhere into the mid-70s, so just has that mugginess in the air. It's not as bad as it's been in the past, but it's definitely still enough to make you want to not be outside for too terribly long. Forecast for tonight does show some storm chances, but mainly for those out there to the west of I-55. Many of us are actually going to stay dry through the night tonight, even though storms could be really close by. They might be on our doorstep throughout a good chunk of the night and into tomorrow morning. I think better chances maybe we're going to wait until tomorrow. Still keeping those chances at just around 30% though. And aside from that, it's going to be another hot and humid day. Maybe not quite so much sunshine, but still going to see those temperatures near 90 degrees. This Storm Prediction Center outlook is a good illustration of kind of what we're talking about. The strongest of storms likely to remain off to our north and west out there in parts of Missouri, Iowa, and even northwestern Illinois. Then as they approach, they should weaken a little bit. They almost kind of run into a wall as they get to the area. That's why there's not much of a risk here for us locally. And then we do continue that risk just a little bit into the day on a Sunday. You can see that marginal risk just kind of barely clipping the area out there to the far west. Here's a look at one future track model, which kind of shows those storms congealing awfully early here, but it does a pretty good illustration here through the rest of the night tonight. We'll be watching to see if these storms do kind of encroach the area a little bit. They could bring maybe just some strong storms for a short period of time. The overall thought, though, is there's going to be multiple of those clusters here into the night, and they're just going to stay off to our north and west. Again, they could start to graze us just a little bit, but it doesn't really look like there's any super high chances. There's no model that really says, yeah, this cluster is going to get in there and it's going to really make some noise here in the area. It just looks to be some pretty scattered chances, so that's why we're keeping things at just around 30%, despite maybe being a light show just off to the northwest of the area here. Even though we might not get a ton of rain from this system this weekend, there's plenty of rain chances over the next 7 days. Future Track shows a stalling front trying its best to get through the area, but it takes its time, and as it tries to get through, it's going to generate plenty of opportunities for additional showers and storms. Maybe not anything super organized, but enough to kind of pile some rain day by day by day. Still maybe just a few tenths of an inch by the end of the week. Look out there to the northwest, though. You see those red colors. That's maybe 3 to 5 inches or so from those storm clusters that are just going to repeat on themselves. So we don't want rain on that high of a scale. We'll definitely take whatever we can get, but we don't want to have any sort of flooding concerns like they'll have up that direction. So as mentioned, plenty of storm chances here over the next 7 days, and plenty of heat and humidity as well. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's a typical summer 7-day forecast. Well, that's why we have to relish the good days while they're here.
Dog days of summer, Seth.
The dog days of summer.
All right, thank you. Your national news is up next. Stay with us.